Hello friends, so today the art that we are going to do is the straw art. So what we are basically going to do is we are going to use a straw and we are going to cut the end of the straw into a very thin lines, and we are going to make it into a very flowery kind of pattern. To make this art, we are going to use some colors, a scissor to cut the straw, a color palette, or if you don't have a color palette, you can just take a paper plate, some water, and some paint brushes. So this is all. Now let's just get started. So guys, what we're basically going to do is we are going to cut the end of the straw into very thin pieces. So the important thing here to note is that all the pieces should be of equal size. Some big, some small won't do, otherwise your flower stamp will not come out too good. So make sure that you're cutting equidistant lines, and that you're cutting really thin strips. It is important for this kind of art. I am being very careful here to cut all the pieces in the exact same size. And I am done here. Now I'm just gonna spread the thin strips like this with our fingers into a nice flowery kind of pattern, and we're gonna make dandelions out of it, and this kind of resembles it. So just flatten it out on a surface like this. So guys, you can also keep it on the surface and make sure that your cut out flowery stamp is well made. And this is the same action that we are going to use anti-clockwise and clockwise direction while using color. Since dandelions are bright colored, so I'm gonna use a different color for the background, maybe green color. So I'm just going to paint whole of the background green. So I'm gonna make the borders first. since we're gonna paint the whole sheet green, so not to worry if your paint goes a little here and there, but to make a border is important, I think, because then it becomes really easy to paint inside the border. So I'm just going to keep my painting strokes in one or two directions only. You can also use a little water to even out the green color. It's actually good to color in one direction. In that way, your background will look more even. And I think you guys can do a better job at it than me. So just color the whole sheet like this. Fill out the gaps that are left in between later. Just finish the blank area first. We're almost done covering the whole sheet in green. Now I'm just gonna make the final touches here. Just paint green wherever necessary and just even out the green color wherever necessary. And this becomes our field of dandelions. And now I'm gonna use a thin brush to make the stems of the dandelions, and we're gonna use brown color to make the stems look real. Again, you can do this in any direction you want. You can make the stems in any direction you want. It's your artwork. You can do anything with it. So I'm thinking some here and some more here. a little there, one more to the top, one to the side, and let's work with this much first. Just even out the stems. And now it's turn to make the dandelions. So I'm just gonna take some white color into this paper plate. I'm using some paintbrush to take out the white color onto this paper plate like this. Spread it a little so that your whole flowery stamp gets covered in this white paint. Now just dip your flowery stamp into the white color, put it on the worksheet, and as I told you, just move your straw in a clockwise or an anti-clockwise direction, however you feel like. And you will get a really nice, fresh looking dandelions. See, this white color is kind of popping out of the drawing sheet, isn't it? And I'm not quite satisfied with the outcome, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add some more dandelions because it's just looking so beautiful. So here, maybe some here, some here. And one here. So I'm creating a few more dandelions and I'm gonna kind of cover this whole sheet with dandelions just because I feel like doing it. So again, the stamping begins. And there you go. One here. Another one there. Another one right here. Another one here. Oops, I mixed some brown in it, but it's looking okay. The paint was actually not dried, so you guys be a little careful while painting over undried color. So now I've got a mix of brown in my white, but I kind of like it, so I'm just gonna go ahead with this mix of color. Now I'm randomly just drawing some dandelions in between. I kind of like this mix of color, you know, it's giving a good shading to my dandelions. I think it's a good accident. You could try it deliberately if you want. And this is so easy to do and so much fun. I am so loving to do this. And I think I've made enough dandelions now. And to just give it some final touches, I am gonna make a little grass here at the bottom end of my drawing sheet. So I'm just gonna use some different shade of green here to make some grass. It will also cover up all the beginning of my stems. And yep, we are done.